It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego politico, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. This one not the off in mind, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar, just they get the higher power. Over naira. See them talk say, make we off mind. But thank God say, my ego don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my ego, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my ego diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, my ego don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the mass.
Hello there.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live.
Lórí YouTube,
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
See quickly, yeah?
Diary, Mayegun number one.
I have two news for you.
Kì í bó níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun.
One is good.
Bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
The other one is not good.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
I'll go with the bad news first.
Mayegun diary politico.
After last night's broadcasts, where I think we didn't do anything wrong, YouTube removed the video. Okay, they didn't give me any strike or any kind of punishment or anything. They just said somebody reported it for bullying, as they've always been doing. So they didn't give me a chance to get it back. But the video has already been kind of cut into 4 parts. And so many of you have seen the replay, have you not? Now I'm going to tell you the good news. Last night, the broadcast took a new turn when I announced during the program that Nigeria has happened to me. And this, like I said, took a very quick turn from what we were discussing to how the program ended. However, the good news here is that I have been contacted and I have been offered another land, okay? And that was because my land where I buried my mom was reported to have been taken. So, to start with, where my mom was buried, they have categorically agreed that it is a no-go area, that I shouldn't be alarmed. So that one is clear. Nobody is going to touch that based on the conversation we had today. So the other one, the new one I just bought, for the purpose of, merging them together for a particular project, that one has been taken, like they told me. We have taken it and nothing will happen. But that is not the next thing they said. They have offered me a different land. And for peace, I have accepted it. Okay? Which means I can tell all of us that somehow, I have recovered what was taken and would never be taken. I mean, it was a big thing, but I don't need to tell you the whole gist. That's the update, the good news. Share the broadcast. Remember, Supreme Court of Nigeria have changed their minds again. Despite the fact that they were put together haphazardly, hurriedly, for a particular purpose to clear Tinubu before the FBI record will hit the newsstand. But they made mistake. They corrected that within a few hours, and after listening and then, the browsing of the opening or hearing of the appeal, the Supreme Court of Nigeria panel said they were going to deliver their judgment on the 2nd of November. That has changed. But it changed mind. It has to be done this week, as we told you last week. So the Supreme Court of Nigeria has now announced and notified everybody that they have reached their verdict. They have reached their conclusion, and the judgment is going to come in the next few hours. And if you are watching a replay, the judgment must have been delivered by then. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Mayegun Live. What you should do primarily when you join Mayegun's Diary Politico is to not just read the caption of the broadcast. Take your time and read the description of the broadcast. The reason is because it is going to give you the idea of what this video is going to be all about. And by so doing, if you are a regular, you will not be lost watching 3 hours video talking about Nigeria. And having done that, right, you need to also share this, like the broadcasts. And you can then sit back, relax, and enjoy what I have for you or for us tonight. Initially, people said that Nigerians are just noisemakers, that they shouldn't have allowed this madness to last this long. That the moment they started announcing the fraudulent results, they should have hit the streets right away. Others of different opinions said, no, remember the type of people you are dealing with. It is better not to participate than to participate and decided to go rogue on them. It is going to be a full setup. That Peter Obi had the audacity to lead the revoluting young Nigerians who believed that with their number, they could actually run the establishment out of town with their money. You, Peter Obi, was supposed to be one of us. How dare you? I mean, we thought this was a joke. It's like you actually mean it now, or you're taking it too far. And almost everything they try to flung at him, and they are obedient, and every one of them seems not just to stick. Okay? Well, I am going to save you the breath of how did you get here. So to these people of different opinion, they believe that, I mean, if people have decided to swoop on them, okay, it would have been easily held responsible, okay, for whatever happened after. And a lot of people might say, why are you not so interested in going through the court first? There is purpose of going, or let me say, the purpose of his supporters and many other Nigerians, why they have managed to kind of keep calm in cold and murmuring was because they wanted the entire establishment to embarrass themselves, disgrace themselves, and then destroy themselves. Okay? When there will be no other option on the table. These were the people of different opinions. On Mayegun's diary Politico, people have expressed their own different opinions too, their disappointments. I actually have those who said, after the judiciary legitimized the fraud, since there will be nowhere else to take it to, and this drug lord and his own goons are going to lord it over them for another 8 years, whether they like it or not, all hell will let broke or will broke loose. If the judiciary, the Supreme Court in Nigeria, ignore all the evidence that are already public, and they claim because of a technicality. These are people who said they were waiting. Oh, this is not me. Oh. Now, I don't know your own opinion, and it doesn't really matter anymore. I don't know your own excuse, and I also don't know your own level of finger pointing. But whatever the excuse was or were, in less than 12 hours, the Supreme Court of Nigeria, they are going to give judgments on 2023 presidential election. And because this is Mayegun's diary Politico, where I always do my best to ensure that the sickness called Stockholm Syndrome, I've been at the syndrome called the Stockholm Syndrome, will not have any lasting effect on anyone and everyone that comes across my video and my message. Even though the narrative out there, as much as majority of you consciously or unconsciously have managed to now begin to believe that the 2023 charade called election was all about Tinubu's certificate, was all about Tinubu's heroin trafficking and then forfeiture of money. Like I said, the whole conversation in the last 8 months after the 25th of February 2023 general charade that you call general, excuse me. They might be trying to make you believe that 2023 elections, because the conversation that you are having most of the time all over the place right now is like the Tinubu forged certificate or a no forged certificate. The Tinubu forfeited money or he didn't forfeit money. Is Tinubu a career criminal? And all of those things like that, eh? No, not just that. Of course, in Nigeria courts, the reason why criminals are those controlling Nigeria is because every time they commit any crime, now you, where they accuse them and then blowing the whistle, you will be the one that will have to prove beyond reasonable doubt that they committed that crime. And if you can't convince them that they did, well, the criminal will walk and can also become president. Do you understand that? And the way the media in Nigeria works, they also love sensationalism. They don't do any diligent conversation per se on real issue. The 2023 charade with a pictorial and then other video evidence, every evidence that pointed out that you did not have any election but charade are there in those evidence and witnesses presented to your tribunal. But the tribunal did not open them. They did not check them because of technicality. Shetima. Why Shetima? Why Shetima's name was submitted as vice presidential candidate. The same Shetima was also senatorial candidate from Borno. The two applications were submitted to INEC until the time to make the change was over. There is evidence of that. Constitutional infraction. Tinubu submitted 2 fake certificates to INEC and sworn under oath that they were original. Second infraction. Then INEC, having what they call the Electoral Act to conduct an election. The Electoral Act says, anybody that is going to be president of Nigeria must have 25%, must at least win into, have 25% of election held in 2/3 of Nigeria and Abuja. That is what their constitution says. And that constitution in that Electoral Act said, if nobody meets this criteria, there are steps. Now, let me explain that to you. winning 25% or winning so states, they all have the constitutional sort of ingredient in them to let you understand. Nigeria have 36 states and FCT, Abuja, which would have make it 37 states. The crafters of the Constitution of Nigeria, from our own findings, they did that fraudulent book with the belief that there is never going to be any Igbo man or woman that will ever, on his own, become president of Nigeria without winning 25%. Winning 25% easily in Abuja. Now, this can be called conspiracy theory, okay? And this is where, when Obi and his obedience came in, they dabaru everything. So you have to win 24 out of that 36 states. And Abuja, you not that win them, at least 25% of the vote in those places. Okay? Now, when they have, usually in Nigeria, it is all usually 2-horse race. If it is not PDP, it will be APC. That kind of a two-way drive has therefore fragmented Nigerians into two sides of the same coin. So even if you are trying to escape from APC, when you get to PDP, you will meet your former APC leader there. If you try to leave PDP and go to APC, you realize that they have the same modus operandi to impoverish Nigerians, oppress them, and kill as many of them as possible, and then take whatever you can take during that time. The same policy. So any third force, the talk of third force was believed to be impossible in Nigeria, even though people talk about it, until disobedience came. So when the election was held, PDP, Atiku, won in 12 states. Tinubu was declared to have won in 12 states. Peter Obi was declared to have won in 11 states. And Abuja, listen to this. If truly they have any constitution, hang on. Then Kwakwanso won in 1 state. Asinati Gemuti Koti. So if you are a gambler, or maybe I shouldn't use gambler, what do you call those people that always forecast your betting game for you? So those who are giving political opinions on Nigeria. But in 2023, all of those political analysts, they were shocked. Punters, they call them punters. You see those punters, they would have predicted the winner, say, okay, PDP, APC, Atiku, and then Tinubu. Atiku is going to win 20 states. Tinubu is going to win 30 states. Kiniko is going to win this or that. But when disobedience came into the whole thing, people were always regulars. They were laughing at them. A lot of you were laughing at them. So you may be watching me today. And that is why I continue to tell all of them that they did something that has changed the course of history. And no matter how much anyone tried to talk you down, anyone tried to gaslight you, or anybody try to finger or point you for anything that is wrong with Nigeria today, do not listen to them. Because majority of them are still yet to recover in what happened, from what happened. So, what happened? The Electoral Act said if you must win, you must have 25% in so state, right? But now let's use that. And Abuja. Okay. So Tinubu was said to have gained 25% in about 26 states in Nigeria. Not that he won in 26 states, that even where he came second, he was still able to meet 25% there, which is constitutionally, he has already surpassed the two-third constitutional requirement that he must win two-third states. He must have 25% votes in two-third states. Right? But he didn't have Abuja. So Peter Obi that came into the game, for any punter, now Peter Obi come to cut the ticket. Tinubu would have just coasted home to a rigged victory, like the regular way of Nigeria. Let the highest rigger win. There has never been any election in Nigeria, let me be honest with you. It's about who can rig best. Until this obedient came. They just cut everybody's ticket. Atiku, they look for 25%. Atiku got about 25%, 25% votes in more than 25 states as well. But no Abuja. That was where the criminals who call themselves lawyers, who are supposed to actually uphold your constitution, that was when they decided to jump into the fray. And decided to start redefining your law, redefining the fake law, which nobody actually wrote. He didn't write it. Nobody, except for the military boys that put the decree in place. But there is something in that law that could have prevented all of that. The Electoral Act says, and the Constitution, in fact, the Constitution, your Constitution says, in the absence of somebody, or in the absence of clear winner under this arrangement, you will now look for the top 2 or the top 3, okay? And you will conduct what is called a rerun. Now, let me give you that narrative proper. Let's say they were rigging for Tinubu as they did, as we all saw it, okay? I don't know what came over them that they missed Abuja. And maybe that too could have been the genesis that would have triggered the violence that they tried to avoid and believe that they could erase that through the courts. Because the people of Abuja actually rejected APC and PDP. They rejected them inside the Aso Rock. They rejected them inside the Apple Villa where the lawmakers were living. They rejected them in the eyebrow areas. They rejected them in the inner areas of FCT, Abuja. PDP, APC, they rejected them. Tinubu got 18%. Atiku got about 11% in Abuja. The two of them managed, if they combine Atiku and Atiku and Tinubu vote in Abuja, it will give them 29%. That is for rigging. So what the Constitution says is that they will now conduct a rerun. Now, what the rerun will be like is not like the election, the normal one you first had. What the rerun will do is that there is no longer anything Abuja in the rerun. And there's nothing about two-thirds of a state in Nigeria in the rerun. It is now going to be whoever scored the highest votes. Which could be done at least 2 weeks. It could be organized in 2 weeks without having to put Nigeria in this hell-dom. There is actually that constitutional lacuna, the provision there. But Yakubu acting descriptive to let you know that Nigeria has been captured even before the election. Yakubu ignored that. And he went ahead and declared the winner. Even though in his own resort, and they have a legal team inside the INEC as well. They ignored all of that. So they dared the country, they dared the people that what's going to happen? Let's go to court. If you're not okay with it, go to court. So what they could have done was Atiku, Obi, and Tinubu. They will roll out another. Those are the three people that will participate in the rerun. Now the rerun will now be who scored. They will count all the votes of everywhere. This one is not going to be about it's not just going to be about Tinubu has won Kano, Tinubu has won Bauchi, Tinubu has won Lagos. It's not Atiku has won. No. It's not going to be just that. It's going to be total vote. So that is what will give the clear winner, and then you can now declare the winner. Why didn't they do that? Despite the fact that the same Yakubu changed their own electoral act, the electoral law, that promised that they were going to publish the results of the election live. And they actually got 48 billion naira for that singular project, only for them to deny it, shut it down. Only the presidential election result shut down. So these are the constitutional infractions, okay, that when they now said INEC should present the results that they announced, Tinubu scored 8.1 million, Atiku scored 6.9 million, Obi scored 6.1 million. Okay, fine. Now, release the results. Let us see the number of how you arrive at that millions, okay? So that if we have any question, okay, we can begin to fight the election. The law says INEC should give them all of the materials used in 2023 elections. The Nigeria tribunal had to issue 5 different orders to INEC that INEC should give the petitioners the evidence of the results they announced. Okay, is one, Abi? Great. It's called social vote. Fine. Give us you were announcing a result. Now you are calling a number. There must somewhere you got the number from, Abi. Give us that. They didn't. They delayed them. When they finally did, INEC handed over the result sheet that said Tinubu scored 8-point-something million, Atiku scored 6-point-something million, Obi scored 6-point-something million. And when they opened the entire results, out of 175,000 polling units in Nigeria, the result from every unit to 175,000, Baba, 44,000 of them were completely unreadable. Out of that 44,000 polling unit results, 18,088 polling units, they are just blank sheets. Blank paper. Nothing. You get what I mean? Nothing. So somebody handed over 18,088 blank paper as the result of election of 2023 that they announced. And when you now took that to the same tribunal, what did the tribunal say? What did the INEC say? INEC said, objection, my lord. Don't accept that exhibit from them. They were the one who gave it to them. They objected the presentation of it. Tinubu and his own APC, they said, objection, my lord. We objected the presentation of that document. We don't want you to accept it. All of you heard that too. I spoke about every detail of that tribunal, and I told you that was going to happen. It's going to be like a theater. It's going to be like a drama. You're going to sit down there and you're going to be asking yourself, what just happened? What just happened? And that's exactly what finally happened. The same tribunal that performed the theater for a few weeks, they came back and they said, Obi and Atiku, they presented no single evidence for them to nullify the election or remove Tinubu. That was what the tribunal said. They said no evidence was presented. Immediately, APC, Egbekegbe, And so many of those people that are now unraveling, the people that a lot of you thought they were actually real people, human beings. But today you are now seeing them as, they are like, they are worse than anything. They started saying, do you want the tribunal? Why are you gaslighting the judiciary? What is wrong with all of you? You are going on social media, attacking judiciary. You are bullying them. Do you want the judiciary to go and look for evidence for Obini? Abba, deberu Ọlọ́run. I beg, they fear God. Everything happened before our very eyes. Today, majority of them will boldly tell you on social media that you are just wasting your time. All this, your nonsense you are talking, why don't you bring them to the tribunal? They saw what happened. They expected that to happen. They will be surprised if their criminal leaders have lost guard, if they've lost their guard. Because they believe that the criminal leaders have everywhere covered. They have everything covered. So if they have lost the election, they would have been so disappointed in them that, they have all the power. You remember they were actually fighting Bokwari, that Bokwari was trying to stop Tinubu from becoming president. You remember all of that? So they believe that everything should have been covered. So if they miss anything, they are still wondering what happened in Lagos till tomorrow. Like, how could that happen in Lagos? So they expected their leaders to be so corrupt enough and have the judiciary in their pockets so that they can begin to come back to you and say, why didn't you go to court? You should have go and present all this, your evidence in court now. You just say court, Nigerian court is social media. They know the truth. Okay? But they don't care. They don't. And that's exactly what is going to happen in the Supreme Court tomorrow. The Supreme Court, you see now, I'm like so kind of direct. Abi, the Supreme Court in Nigeria tomorrow, they are going to say, Obi and Atiku, they were relying on unreliable, unverifiable evidence from America to remove Tinubu. That they are not even talking about the 25% Abuja anymore. You know, they're already telling you that. You Obi DOT, you Obi this and that. You are no longer talking about 25% in Abuja because Nigeria judiciary, the presidential parliament in Nigeria, boldly said they cannot cancel an election because of Abuja. There is nothing special about Abuja. They said that because that's a lot of people are already asking, what is so special about Abuja, Gonsev? Nothing is special about Abuja. You understand? But the specialty they put on them constitutionally is to ensure that the person that become president of Nigeria at least has the general acceptance of the general Nigerians. It's not like all Nigerians. No. You get that? That there is no rush. Because if you decided to use the highest scorer and the person who scored in so many states, where you know that they could rig it, if that person who could rig all over Nigeria, or let me say somebody who could win all over Nigeria, cannot win at this FCT, the seat of power, which should have its own mayor, by the way, but they don't have one. They just have Minister of Abuja. Anyway, so it simply means that the process is not conclusive. Okay? Now, in order for Abuja not to be anything special, you would have to go to a rerun. It was clearly written in your constitution and electoral act. But because INEC ignored it, what the court is now saying is that Obi and Atiku, they are asking them to do the job of INEC, and they will not do the job of INEC. So if INEC says it's okay, it is okay. Do you understand? Or I'm still speaking Bala Bulu or Bulu Bala. Don't worry, you will get it. So tomorrow, since the media and some of these people have already, they have been making this whole Supreme Court thing about FBI file, about a Chicago State University. So the Supreme Court is already forming opinion on that. And if you may ask me, how did you get this? Abba, I did my analysis on that when it actually happened. When you enter court and you said, my lord, all of our evidence presented at the tribunal, they didn't look at them, and we believe they are wrong. That's why we are appealing that judgment. We want you to look at everything that happened at the tribunal, the evidence we presented, the witnesses we presented, and also, we also have extra evidence that we also want you to take in and add to those evidence that the tribunal took out. And then help us review this case, my lord. Meanwhile, when they appeared first at the Supreme Court, the conversation is already around Chicago State University certificate. The lead counsel, the lead judge, Justice Okoro, Tibak Paro, Kolowun Jeminiya. You know what I said there? If I am actually lying, may God punish me. There is a documented evidence that the most corrupt, the most corrupted judge, or should I say the most indicted and tainted judge or justice sitting on the bench of the Supreme Court of Nigeria today is no other person than this Justice Okoro. They said the medal is there, and I have seen all the evidence too. Ridiculous judgments that have set Nigeria back. This Okoro has always been involved. He has been banned and banned, unbanned and banned and banned simply because he is like a legend there. Now Okoro can lead the panel. And Okoro didn't disappoint. When Atiku's lawyers were presenting their new evidence, Okoro said, so there are two letters from Chicago State University. One claimed that Ebola A. Tinubu attended the school. Another one says they did not issue the certificate to him, that he did not graduate. Now, the justice is now asking Atiku's lawyer, which one should we now believe now? Justice. Iru question worry. Which kind of question be this, my lord? We are here to present evidence what is fake and original to you. And you are asking us which one should you believe? Is that not why we are giving you the genje and the original? Then one of them then asks, hello? So after this one that you said you are bringing, Chicago State University has issued a letter denouncing Tinubu that they did not issue anything. And they were like, my lord, this is the position of court, the position of law. And as my lord, you should know what the position means. That the position is more legally powerful than a letter from Chicago State University. They say, no. Because this thing is a case of national unity instead of saying a case of national security, because they will use both tomorrow. They will say the unity of Nigeria and the security of Nigeria people are so important that this honorable Supreme Court has put into consideration the unity of Nigeria and the security of Nigeria in order to make sure that any other people who are trying to cause problem in Nigeria, this Supreme Court is now considering the unity. You go here, unity, security, unity, security. Before they will now finally tell you that on this note, we hereby throw out the petition, the appeals of Mr. Atiku. We hereby throw out the appeal of Mr. Obi based on technicality and unity and security of Nigeria. They will use that very well. So one of them used that we cannot just come here and just, present things. We must make sure that we are presenting the right thing. Did INEC attend the subpoena where Chicago State University said they didn't issue the certificate to Tinubu? A justice of the Supreme Court was asking. Now, many people will say, listen to this. Many people will say, Mayegun. We know that a lot of people don't trust the judiciary. But all those questions are not really bad questions, though. Because they're like in the court. These are the things that they want the counsel to say. And indeed, these are the things that they are also going to put into consideration when they are writing their judgment, blah, blah, blah. So, Mayegun, those questions are not they are not wrong. And I said, Baba, you may be a lawyer. John Tori or long. You may be somebody who knows the law. But I beg you in the name of God, when I am talking about criminals running Nigeria, please, Ntori or long, don't ever always trying to make it look like we are talking about real people. The people that actually respect that same law and they respect that seat they sit on. These rogues in Nigeria, my Lord, who have contributed into enabling these criminals who are also running the country, we know their game. Oh. Sure, you understand now? Don't play on our mind. Don't play on our intelligence here. We know that when they are asking you some of these things, we know where it is headed. Okay? And in fact, if we are all very much like very close to, or let me say, we are up to date with the events that will lead to such conversation. I'll give you another example. During the tribunal, Chongbo, they presented all this evidence and they called witnesses and all that. The judges who are members of the panel, they had their own times too with the witnesses that the petitioners called and the evidences they presented. In one of the occasions, one of the judges was asking a witness that was testifying on Tinubu's forfeited $460,000 in America for heroin trafficking. Here you get. One of the judges asked the witness that if Tinubu was his brother, was he going to be happy that he's been embarrassed for his academic record today? A judge that is part of that panel asked a witness that was testifying under oath or to Tinubu's criminal record in CSU. The same members of the panel was when they called a witness that actually worked for Amazon. Amazon Technology is the one that built Nigeria IREF. Are you following me? Amazon they sold the technology to Nigeria, the technology that built the IREF, and then your Beavers machine. Somebody that is working for Amazon as a technologist, as an engineer, she was called as a witness to come and explain how that thing works and what they built for Nigeria. One of the members of the judges at the tribunal was asking that, are you not a member of Obedient? And they said, well, I'm a Nigerian, but I work for Amazon and I also participated in this election as an Obedient. And they said, so you are a member of Obedient? But what I'm testifying on right now is area of expertise. Okay? And I'm explaining, you know what they said? They discredited that witness. They didn't even mention the witness. When they were reading their judgment, they were abusing, attacking Obi and Atiku. They were lashing them. They said they were fishing. They were going about talking to. So if I tell you
that these criminals who are asking these questions, they already have their judgment written, and it must be delivered before more document causes more damages. They are acting a role, and you cannot compare your law, whatever, with what these guys are doing. And don't call it disrespecting the judiciary. The judiciary and so many other institutions in Nigeria, they have disrespected themselves. They have disrespected the Nigerians. And in fact, they have embarrassed themselves, embarrassed Nigerians. And what is about to hit them, you will not be able to defend them when that happens. So don't compare. At this point, a lot of people are already asking, what is the essence of reading law in a lawless country, by the way? What is the essence of you calling yourself a lawyer? Which law do you read? Nigerian law or which other law? In a lawless country where criminals are lawmakers, lawbreakers are lawmakers. You get what I mean? Anyway, the Supreme Court have already pointed holes. But I hope that all of you will remember that your 2023 charade, those of you that were deceived into getting your PVC, getting your water view, now, this is going to be the time to remind all of you too that, you see, those who believe that Peter Obi is part of the establishment, and those who fear that Tinubu is looking for any reason to arrest and jail Peter Obi, I don't know why people are not seeing same thing of Atiku, who is also challenging Tinubu. But in 2014, this APC, Egbekegbe, they led a nationwide protest led by Buhari against a sitting president, Jonathan, because of the economic crisis in Nigeria. Now, if Obi and Atiku are not really willing to die, listen to me, or willing to go to jail, or scared of being arrested by their own friends, as much as they have already professed the love and everything they have for Nigeria and all of that, and after tomorrow, when they will make final mockery of the Nigeria democracy, finally buried and, finally like gone, are Obi and Atiku going to tell all of you to wait till 2027? Abi kilo ma happen? Are they going to tell you to, they told you, this message is for you, the obedient and the articulators. Okay? I'm not going to call you articulators now. Sorry, not articulators or what have you. Just articulators. SPV boys. For the SPV boys, they go just wait for Tinubu to share the crumbs before they all join APC and ready for another 80 years. Shall you understand? But for the obedient, Peter Obi will now say, because nobody wants Peter Obi to be arrested, even though Nigeria wants to be rescued. Nobody wants Tinubu to kill him. At the same time, everybody wants to react. So, tomorrow, for the first time in a long time, somebody, either Obi or Atiku, will they be bold enough to finally let the people fight for themselves, or they are going to issue press statements that they will continue to take the government on because they don't want to make their businesses affected too. Remember, after this whole ride, those people who said Peter Obi was only like a rabbit, got caught and caught up in the old frenzy. He couldn't leave, but at this time, he didn't want trouble. Those who are going to face Tinubu Are you all going to then wait till 2027 and believe that Obi was used to calm you down, participate in an election, and then calm you down after that, prepare you for another one, so that Nigeria can still remain one country? Remember, a lot of people have their different opinions about the charade you call the election. So a lot of the people believe that the moment that they rigged the election, that it was obvious, that it was the moment that everybody should have scattered everything, and Yakubu will not have any audacity to say he is still the chairman of INEC conducting another election. But because Obi, who actually have serious influence on the young people, is the only one that will tell you, let there be calm. And there is calm. I still believe that too. So after tomorrow, when he now comes out to say, let there be calm, everybody will now have to go about their normal life, or una go now realize that you are now on your own, like many of us believed long time ago. My dear obedience, tomorrow is very significant. A lot of you have been managing your expectations, or you have been telling yourselves that you have been managing it. And you are not expecting too much. Well, even though you know, or you believe that you know where this is going to end, my own question is this: are you prepared for what is coming next? Would you still be saying obedience and obedience when they finally drop the hammer or the gavel tomorrow? And then you will begin to what? Or around that time you will tell Obi that he should, at this point, is done his parts, in which some people have already said that if you are waiting for Atiku, if you are waiting for Obi to tell you how to react to tomorrow's scripts, then you probably have been living a lie for a long time. No offense. You have been telling yourselves too many lies. That the reason why this has not happened is because of that. You have seen the total desecration of what should have been the fabric, the moral fabric, the lawful fabric of what is supposed to be a lawful country. You've seen it. They killed many of you, and they told you the judiciary is the last hope of the poor man. Now you have realized that you don't get any hope anywhere. After all of that, if you then still need Peter Obi, or you still need Atiku, or you still need Mayegun, or you still want somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as well, and everybody everyone who has told you that Nigeria is a scam, is a fraud, and sometimes you might think you have a chance, but you don't, because to them, this shouldn't have lasted this long. According to them, after tomorrow, they don't want to hear you talk about the elections again. Which means, if you talk about the elections and continue to talk about Tinubu's criminality, you will be committing crimes, not a crime, crimes. And they are ready for you. Normally, the Obi and Atiku, they've already set themselves up. So tomorrow you will know whether they have been lying to you, that they love Nigeria and they love you, okay? And they have been leading you on. Or they actually mean it, okay? And they are ready to stand with that, including if they have to be jailed by an illegitimate government, which all of you who believe that if Tinubu is illegitimate, tomorrow they will legitimize the illegitimacy. So when they legitimize the illegitimacy, if Obi is not saying let's go, like the normal opposition would do, because the fact that they've participated in the election, they've been to court, they have signed the agreement that they will accept the final decision. Do you want me to say that again? For those of you who are saying Peter Obi, Tinubu is planning to arrest Peter Obi, Tinubu is planning to arrest Atiku, especially Peter Obi, or they are trying to kill him, or they are trying to send him to exile. Now I have to remind you of this. When Atiku and Obi participated in this charade, and they got rigged, and they went to court, what they have signed up for is that any decision that comes out of that, they will agree with it, including all of you, their supporters. So if they said they don't accept the judgment, but there's nothing they can do about it anymore, the establishment expects them to tell all of you, their supporters, that you should not do anything. Go and pray for Nigeria. Because if in their language, they condemn the judiciary, that means they disagree. So they are potentially vulnerable for arrest. So which means if Tinubu will arrest them anyway, so why can't he just prepare to be arrested so that everything can just propagate? Call up everybody. So to those of you who are worried that Tinubu may be planning to kill him, or no. They want to kill him. They want to jail him. Every option is on the table. But when Obi comes out to tell you not to do anything and all of that, that is Obi washing his own hands, telling his own friends that, well, me, I have accepted, though, and I'm not responsible for anybody that does not accept. But he will still be held responsible. So let everybody know, make una not deceive ourselves, okay? Make una know they come with all these ideas of, am I going? You need to know. No, I know them. I am now telling you reality now. The reality is that, if you don't want Obi to be arrested, that means you must accept the judgment tomorrow. If you don't want Atiku to be arrested, that means Atiku supporter must accept the judgment tomorrow. Now, if you disagree with it and you go on the street, they will be held responsible. Why can't they just come out tomorrow and tell all of you that, listen, Nigeria is gone, no? You know, they have been telling you that Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is gone. Now, only judiciary if you save Nigeria. So tomorrow, you should expect them to address press conference and tell all of you that our people will not lie to all of you. Nigeria is gone. It's now over to you. But if you are ready to fight, we are ready to lead. Make nobody deceive nobody. Everybody go lose, including them too. But when you begin to come with your narrative, Yegun, it's not like that. I know your type. And you are very much entitled to it. Okay? If you are afraid of what they are going to do to him, listen to me. You have been deceiving yourselves all this while. Yes, you have been deceiving yourselves. So you will comply by fire, by force. But if you now have to know that you are on your own, like all of us know that we have always been on our own. Everybody who cares for Nigeria, who loved Nigeria, will break it up to save lives. I was with my friend who just came from Nigeria. today. And we're just talking about how degenerated, how things have become so unbearable for people. And it was about you always fire them, and all of that. But Mayegun, who do you support? As in, who do you really think can fix that country? I now explain something to him, which all of you are aware of. I mean, many of you are aware of anyway. I said, listen, guy, nobody can fix Nigeria, not even Peter Obi. I said, make I give you the analysis of what will happen, which I have told my people many times. You see? I said, if to say Obi was the one that the declared winner, two things will happen. Number one, you see all these young people that were deceived that they should go and register to vote, they should go and get voters card, they should go and blah, 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 that were deceived into all of these things, that believed them. For the first time in their lifetime, they will believe that they actually have real power, true power. Because with what we witnessed in 2023, if they were allowed, if the result, an election was allowed to held and a result was announced, APC and PDP, they would have become history now in Nigeria. Okay? If there is no all this terrorism, intimidation, and all of that rigging, they would have become history. Obedient, demystified decades of myth, lies about Nigeria. They demystified religious, tribal, ethnic, and whatever, you know what I mean? Vices that politicians have been using in Nigeria. For the first time I witnessed that. They would have become history by now. But Nigeria is structured, choosing somebody or electing somebody or rigging somebody in is just a means to an end. It's not an end in itself. Nigeria is structured to fail. I said, if it was Obi, I said, you see this obedience, Now what do you call it? It is when Obi is that president that they will now realize that I shall, I will, I must, I shall get a cock in the coin during campaign. They are all good for campaigns. In reality, they don't work that way. Even though Peter Obi faced similar kind of systemic corruption that faced him in Anambra, my brother, Anambra Okinshe, and Nigeria Okinshe Anambra. I have told you that before. Now when you go realize that Nigeria is so divided and you have no idea of bringing them together, when you become that president, so all you can do is to get everybody to collect their own share, take whatever you can take, rabble around, dance around for 8 years, and just leave everybody with their wahala. I said, but one thing is this, the obedient that make him president, they will now realize that Peter Obi is finding it difficult to stop the Nigerian Senate from not wasting 58 billion naira. They will now realize that there are some other mullahs that are not comfortable for Peter Obi to give order to the military to go after terrorists just like that. And they will begin to count days and weeks and months, and they'll begin to ask themselves, what is taking long now? Some of them will be saying, give him time. Others will begin to say, which time? I'm going to forget, they are all the same, Joe. Nigeria is getting, you know what I mean? I said, that will be the moment they will realize that, okay, they have that power. If they have power of removing PDP, APC, they will also remove him. I said, somehow, it will begin to give these Nigerians the true sense of their power. I said, that would have happened, but it will never fix Nigeria. It will never give you electricity. You understand? Nigeria is structured to be this way. And if Obi want to make Nigeria work, like he's telling all of you, it will begin the process of breaking up of Nigeria. If you love Nigeria, you will break Nigeria up. No matter how crude that sounds to you, it is the truth. if you love Nigeria, you will break her up. By breaking her up, you have breaking the chain that these rogues are using to hold Nigeria together for their selfish benefit only. There will be no Abuja for anybody to go to. The people of the Middle Belt will have their own country, their own democratic region as well. The people of Arewa and Sharia and the rest of that, they will have their own country. So if you decide to form what is called there's a name there for it in government, right? Where pretty much like what we have in the UK anyway, okay? A system whereby every region is independent of other, and everybody will agree to put their resources together and contribute to some certain provision of, security and all that. Or you still be in your own area, so that if you have your own thief, if you have your own criminal, in Eastern Nigeria, okay, the Biafra, they may say, okay, if you commit any financial fraud, all right, you are going to jail with the rest of your family. If you come to the Western region, they say, if you commit any financial fraud as a public official, you are going to go into a life in jail. You and the rest of your family as well, and every property traced to you will be confiscated. Now, these people will not have any Abuja to run to. They will not have any Sokoto Caliphate to go and crawl to. Sure, you understand? By so doing, it doesn't mean that you won't have all these mad people too running around, but they will all know the consequences of their involvement in anything. You have broken the chain. This Nigeria cannot work. It will never work. And for it not working is to the advantage of the criminals that some of you actually loves. I know you love your criminals differently, you know what I mean? So tomorrow, the Nigeria Supreme Court, they are going to, I'm sorry if that keeps sounding like, why are you talking like this? The reason why I'm sharing this with you is that there's no point in sugarcoating anything. Tomorrow is going to change everything. It's either it's going to be call loose rogues running riots everywhere. Okay? Arresting those they can arrest, including me. I'll become a full target, and I am ready. Tinubu cannot be madder than Bokuwari. You guys have no idea what Bokuwari is, but some people are already warning us what a civilian dictator is. But people like us are always ready. Sure, you understand? But a lot of you would have to. Because after tomorrow, your destiny or what happened to you or your children or what happened to Nigeria or what will happen to Nigeria is no longer in the hands of Peter Obi or Atiku anymore. You can no longer use them as excuse anymore. Sure, you understand? Because they are going to tell you to calm down. I'll be surprised. I already saw where Peter Obi tweeted that cultist judicial panel should not make a mistake of legitimizing an identity fraudster. Peter Obi tweeted that. And some people were already saying, it be like say Peter Obi don't light a candle. Everybody just bring petrol now. So all of that, now from tomorrow, Peter Obi said, cultist judicial panel must not make a mistake of legitimizing identity fraudster. Shomakwe is saying that the Supreme Court may be acting like they are cultists. She request strong language, may no come turn to tomorrow, may not be something like say, waiting with order. Now, no be waiting then deliver. And I know some of you love Peter Obi so much. I would have been dealing with all of you by now. Now, remember they were calling me obedient. So I told this, my friend, I said, something happened that I knew they were going to rig them. I just didn't know that they were going to actually have the strength to defeat PDP and APC. That PDP and APC have to expend resources to rig them out. I didn't see that coming. But the energy that they have displayed and the rest of that, the judiciary is going to, is going to complete the whole scenario tomorrow. It is only Peter Obi that can say, let there be calm and there will be calm. It will come be like, say, if you go out, you are on your own. APC, Egbekegbe will latch on that and say, Chibi Peter Obi has said you should calm down. But mind you, whether you calm down because of Obi, and then later you still continue to probe Tinubu and say it's not your president, it's not your president, they will begin to arrest a lot of you. Maybe that is what will now trigger you to now stage your normal protest that you now call obedient protest. Or maybe from tomorrow, a lot of you are going to detach and stop calling yourselves obedient and give yourselves a different identity, which is going to say, sever Obi from what you want to face Tinubu to face. Because make I no lie you, 8 years John Inyiti Berelato Lalo. This is going to be an 8 years trauma again. And that is why somebody who said they were disappointed because of the way I was talking the last time. Because they believe that the way I am talking is like I am backing Tinubu. It's like I am telling all of you that you cannot do anything. Tinubu has won. No. I am not responsible for how you understand what I am saying. I am responsible for what I say, but I am not responsible for how you understand it. What I am saying to you is what will happen. It's not because of what I want to happen. No. It doesn't matter what I want to happen. Do you understand that now? It doesn't matter. I am telling you what will happen tomorrow and from tomorrow. You get that? Because today, you have the Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, the humbled slaves, the sophisticated morons. You have them now telling you that Nigeria has already been destroyed by Buhari and Tinubu is not a magician. You will need to give him time. Do you understand that? That is going to be your lot in these coming days. Because remember, it is the same Olori Burukus that spent 8 years chastising people like us. Profiling people like us who were telling them when Bokwari was destroying Nigeria. The same Olori Burukus are already waiting to gaslight you from tomorrow by telling you that just accept it, or if you try anything and you continue to say Tinubu is not your president, you will be arrested. They will provoke you. This is a journey of 8 years. So much anybody 24 years. Forget about democracy. Forget about election. You are dealing with Tinubu. Now only as Arailu. I've said this many times. And if this is your first time of watching my video, well, I'm sorry. If this is confusing for you, I'm confused. Why is Mayegun talking like this? I thought Mayegun is he wants these people. It doesn't matter what Mayegun wants. It doesn't matter what Mayegun wants to happen. I am not here to say this is what I want to happen. No, I am telling you what will happen from tomorrow. So before you begin to now form the Votron for Obi or Atiku, because let me tell you this, like I said, I would have been dealing with you now if everything went well. Okay, the establishment did not ambush you and change the rule of the game during the game. Because by now, you would have been the ones telling me, Mayegun, to give Obi time. Even when I will be telling you that see things as they are going, the whole thing is beyond your Obi now. A lot of you will be among those that should have been abusing me now. You are supposed to be those to replace the Buhari Dins, the Buhari Diderins. the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris I mentioned, because you have worked for it, Abi. If you don't understand what I mean, you are not there today. From tomorrow, a lot of you are going to become defenders of why you decided not to do anything. You are going to begin to explain to us that Tinubu want to arrest Obi. That's why you decide not to do anything. That's why people decided not to protect, because you love Obi so much. He cannot be, you are still coming for me. And that's why I told you then that I love what you are doing. And I will always tell the whole world what you achieved. But I am Mayegun's diary political. Okay? And I see you as the karma that will help facilitate the eventual breakup of Nigeria. And that is why when they unleash all their media and their resources to blackmail you, gaslight you, I decided that from my own side, I go add my voice to your millions of voices that are already vibrant and already sort of formidable out there. Here you get. I will be the one to be the bridge to the audience that are meant to be judging you. I'll be the one to tell them that you are the karma, you are the whip, that this moment, this generation will use in whipping these career criminals, back to line, and the eventual breakup of Nigeria, which is going to come from your own disappointment in the whole exercise. Again, if this is your first time of watching Mayegun, it can look confusing. Don't be confused, okay? And to the Agbadoriansi, the SPV boys, the articulated articulated the mogus, the articulated the morons, articulated the scammers, they started calling me obedient. And I had to come here a few times to say, well, if all you obedient are feeling comfortable and happy, well, I am not obedient to. But you know what? 100% with what you are doing. Because with you and so many of us who are already waiting in the trenches, the true Nigeria will be revealed to you. The scam called Nigeria will be exposed to you. Then people like me will not find it difficult to tell you that, Baba, you want to go do election again? You want these people to tell you, say, may you try again? Under the same arrangement, under Tinubu? Baba, evil people know they die easily. Oh. If anybody, they tell you, say Tinubu go die in 1 year, Tinubu go die in 6 months, and you are believing them, your heart is probably darker than what you can even admit. I don't want to judge you, okay? But from my own experience, evil people know they die easily. You see, this Tinubu is the captain of the evil voyage. And the evils that are actually around him, they are worse than the Tinubu evil. Go. They know they die easily. So if you must prepare your mind, you don't want to go jail. You don't want me them kill you. You don't want me them arrest Obi. You don't want me them attack his business. They go attack everything attackable. Now only as Sarailu, if you come out that Tinubu there. I've said it many times. Until when you probably are ready to change the course of your own destiny. Okay? Nothing. And that will start from tomorrow. Whether not from tomorrow you go to realize, say this Mayegun no get sense, sha. I actually thought this Mayegun get sense, Nisha. I was following him because of the way he was presenting. I thought he gets sense, because very soon now, you go to consider me as somebody who is an enemy that want to be arrested, because I am telling you that the shege that you are going to face, even Obi go distance himself from you. And you will realize that you are on your own now. And you cannot, by any means, live by their rules. If you are going to live by their rules, you better start getting ready. You are going to realize that, let's say this Mayegun no get sense. That moment, I no go get sense again, no. I swear. But one thing is this. No matter how you see me then, you see that same truth that got you glued here, it will continue to stare you on the face until one day you will always remember that Mayegun and say, that guy. Because what will happen is that you're going to make yourselves available. You are going to become the same thing you are trying to run away from. you are going to become these articulutas who are going to defend Atiku. You are going to become the, what do you call it? The Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, the Agbadorians who will defend their Kolu. Okay? You are going to be attached that much that a lot of you will actually help them to crucify those who will never keep quiet. And I'm not saying that I am somebody who is going to come here and begin to say, why is Peter Obi not leading? No, I'm not that kind of a person, because I actually work with practical thing. In my own book, I am indirectly right now speaking to you as an obedient who has given everything. You give it all. The only thing they never take from you in your life, because you believe strongly in it. I am now indirectly telling you that you are on your own and you can no longer use Peter Obi as the reason why you are calm. Do you understand that now? This is me trying to, the same me that told you to manage your expectations. The day of expectation is tomorrow. Okay? Which means everything you felt that you would do if this thing should go south. Now, this is me trying to let you get to a stage whereby psychologically you don't need what Peter Obi think before you do what you think is right. We in the diaspora, who have always been intelligently and with love, remind all of you that until they have that conversation to determine if Nigerians still want to be one country, living together, under what arrangement, or everybody should go their separate ways. Sure, you understand what I mean? Until there is actually a movement in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, a movement that, like Rich said the other day, a movement that encourages that kind of encourages Nigerians to drop their differences, drop everything that is dividing us. Like, you want Biafra, great, we'll get it. Drop all your differences and face these criminals squarely. If they are not gone, we will be gone. And that's exactly the technique, which means you must begin to mentally detach yourself from Obi and Obi's position before you begin to join what you think is right. Does that make any sense to you? Because Obi will never boldly tell you that it is now in your hands. We need to save Nigeria now. If you are ready, I am ready. Boldly. He is a billionaire. He made this money through the system. His businesses is in that system. People depends on Obi's businesses to also feed their own family, run their own lives, because they work for his businesses too. But millions of Nigerians who are not working for Peter Obi, they are going to be the victims of what Tinubu is going to unleash on you. Warm up, Neil. So you know why sometimes it may sound like you care for him so much, and he himself, as a capitalist, he will want to do everything to make sure that the things don't get to that stage where his own business. No. The next 4 years, whether you protest or you don't protest, or whether you go out there to show them or you don't show them, Tinubu is going to target Peter Obi's businesses and wreck him. You have no idea what you are about to delve into. Atiku will easily just play ball and say, well, I'm not even contesting again. Mokuna, just do your thing and leave me alone. Ask those who are in Lagos, in politics of Lagos, running their businesses in Lagos before 1999 of Tinubu. Ask where they are today. Because you cannot be making money that you say you want to contest election. in the same country, where in the same state. Ask those who are in Lagos, they will tell you. A lot of people became people of yesterday because of this guy. Their businesses were destroyed inside Lagos. You cannot be making money here and say you want to contest election against me again, or you want to run against anybody. I say should run for election. Nigeria has entered it. You have no idea. Peter Obi's businesses, Peter Obi's money, they're going to come for him. So whether you want to defend and say, no, you will see it. Write it down. See, write it down. They will drain him. They will do everything to destroy him. Okay? And all they need is just for the Supreme Court tomorrow to legitimize that, and they come for you. So you don't need, and you will not need, to even save Obi, because you say, I'm tired, we must care for Obi, because they will come for me, they will want to kill him. No, they will come for you. They will kill you. You have no idea what is coming. They will jail you. A lot of you will run out of Nigeria into exile. They will hunt all of us all over the world who will never stop talking. This is what is coming. His businesses are going to go for it. You're going to write it down. Because the Obi that you know will never decamp to APC. Abi? So therefore, he himself, Obi, will have to save himself. Nobody you go save him. So I'm just saying this to all of you who are obedient. The game is about to change tomorrow. And your life is not games. You should never let anybody tell you this is a game. Go and try again in 4 years. You will never have another 4 years. You will never have another 8 years. They are going to mold Nigeria into the type of country they want it to be. And you are going to live in it, or you are going to live. You either live in that country they want to create, or you're going to leave. If you're not going to leave and cause trouble, they will kill you or jail you. That is the script. Don't let anybody sweet talk you and say, let us just pray for Nigeria, let everything go. In Lagos State, the left government in their ministries, agencies, they created their own. You have Ministry of Transportation. They created another one headed by them so that they can begin to own all of the important transportation infrastructure in that state till tomorrow. They have Ministry of Finance. They have the Lagos Internal Revenue Service, LIRSC. They still created another one called the Alpha Beta Private to be collecting taxes from the Lagosians, take their own cut percentage from the tax and give the rest to the same Lagos state. So the Ministry of Finance, they will begin, whatever they now give to them is what the Ministry of Finance will now distribute to other ministry. Now they're already doing that in Abuja. Bokwari created Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Eradication and put his own girlfriend there, Shadia. Now Shadia was swimming in money, 500 billion naira to be shared every year to the poorest Nigerians. No account for it. So Nigeria ended up, according to this criminal, so officially, Nigeria is in debt of 87 trillion naira. That's the debt of Nigeria right now. These criminals, they are already saying, I'm going to, the 27 trillion naira, now the borrowed money, that is not printed money. So if you had 27 trillion naira printed money, 94, 114. So Nigeria debt will be 114 trillion. Now, if you now add $32 billion that Bokwari took out of the Nigerian foreign reserve as a collateral for loan that nobody knows what they use the money for. Nigeria foreign reserve, the giant of Africa, currently, the balance inside that account is just about $2 billion. Can you even believe that? They are Nigeria, the big country called Nigeria. Their foreign reserve, the money they have saved somewhere, now 2 billion balance they inside. Where you have countries with 300 billion, 400 billion, 1 trillion, 2 trillion, and in their foreign reserve. So that if their currency or their economy should suffer anything, they will take part of that money to shocklize their economy and keep it balanced so that their own currency will not become tissue paper like the Zimbabwe dollar and Nigerian naira. They don't empty everywhere. So if you have 30 billion in today's exchange rate, I'll drink water. If you exchange 30 billion, that's going to be like 30 trillion naira. You remember when I told you that Nigeria is in debt of over 150 billion naira? And if you convert that to today's exchange, that's like 150 trillion naira. Tinubu and his gang, they are saying that by 2026, the current debt of Nigeria is 87 trillion. By 2026, Nigeria would have borrowed another 26 trillion borrowed. So they said Nigerian debt would have been over 111 trillion. Nigeria inflation right now is officially at 22%. But unofficially, the truth of our Nigeria's inflation right now is that every value, Nigerian currency has lost about 500% of its value. Same with everything else has gone up by over 500% in value right now in Nigeria. So I can tell you officially that the official figure should have been 500% inflation, okay? And unofficially 18% inflation. So Tinubu's economists are telling people that they are going to do exactly the same thing Bokwari did. They are going to print money and they are going to borrow money because without it, they cannot run Nigeria. Nigeria has no money. So they are practically telling Nigerians that the inflation is not going to go down, okay? And Nigeria is going to borrow money. But the money we want to borrow is, like Bokwari told you, the money they want to borrow is going to revive Nigeria economy. Nigeria economy is going to revive and they're going to get jobs. They're going to create this. They're going to build that. Exactly what Bokwari told you. Voodoo economy. Do you understand what a voodoo economy is? Exactly what you have in Nigeria. So instead of all of what they told you to manifest and create jobs, okay, and improve the economy, give you electricity, it has made your country worse. That's exactly what Tinubu want to do now too. In a space of 5 months, Tinubu's government have already not only just proposed, they have already borrowed and collected over 4 trillion naira. Tinubu's government is planning to borrow another $3.4 billion, 3.4 trillion naira, or 4 trillion naira. They want to borrow another 4 trillion naira because they want to share the money for all of you. 15 million households. But like they did in Lagos, very soon, you will have a different body that is generating, or they will say generating money. You know what they are doing now? Tinubu want to do a tax reform. Now, Bobo, Ironio, I'll come to that. But the humanitarian ministry in Nigeria, they said Nigeria is broke. So in order for them to be able to feed and give money to 145 million poor Nigerians, they are going to start a trust fund. Trust fund ni Nigerians in you. Trust fund. They said Tinubu has approved Betiedu to establish trust fund, crowdfunding. They want to beg everybody to donate you. You see all those malaria skills, all those adverts that we see on TV in the UK. I don't know if you see them in the US or Canada and all these places. So, they always bring all these malnourished African children, and they will say, "Save a child today. Donate £2." You know the way they do the advert, and they will just show this African child. And they will also show a vulture that has perched, like not far away. And they will say, every child. I mean, they say, no, hang on. They will be like, 6 out of 10 children in Africa died of malnutrition. 8 out of 10 children in Africa, they die of wrong dosage of medicine. They say 9 out of 10 children in Africa died of drinking from bad water. Say, 5 out of 10 die. 6 out of 10 die. 8 out of 10 die. We should donate £2 to save the rest. They say 9 out of 10 die. Ọmọ mélòó gan ló kù Africa. They say Africa fair. That's a Yoruba one, no? 6 out of 10 children in Africa are dying of malaria. 9 out of 10 children in Nigeria, in Africa, are dying of poor water. Donate £1 today to save a child. And they go come take the camera, go show the vulture. Say, you see this child? Sometimes they will say, meet Harun. Harun is a 6-year-old child from Muntawi in Malawi. In Africa, 6 out of 10 children die of hunger. In Africa, 8 out of children die of poor health care. In Africa, 9 out of 10 children die of poor water and lack of water. Harun is already suffering from malnutrition. Harun does not have access to health care. Harun, 6-year-old Harun, is starving. Harun does not have access to water. Please let us donate £2 today to save the life of Harun and many other children in Africa. In Nigeria. They go soon they show advert on your TV in America. Say 9 out of 10 fathers in Nigeria died in their sleep. You may be wondering why. They did not have any health condition. Now hunger killed them. Please save a father in Nigeria today and donate $1. You go soon they see advert on your TV wherever you are living right now, because Betty Edu has been given the go ahead. Say may they go fund me, because the situation of Nigeria to change you. Go fund me. Loma fi solve the problem. See it got to change. Better Edu.
Grateful to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu today for the approval given for the creation of the Humanitarian and Poverty Alleviation Trust Fund. This is a flexible form of financing that can help us get contributions from different sectors. So we're going to have contribution from government, of course, from the private sector, development partners, individuals, philanthropic individuals, and other innovative form of crowdfunding and pulling of funds together. This is to allow for emergency response to humanitarian crisis in Nigeria. Every other day we hear about crisis, the floods, and the rest of it. We need to be able to respond adequately as a country. Beyond this, the issue of poverty alleviation is one of the agendas of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his 8-point agenda, and we want to be able to tackle it headlong. How much are we looking at? Every year, we hope to be able to raise at least $5 billion within this fund, and this is from the various sources that I've mentioned and even more.
What shall I say unto the Lord?
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say,
Thank you, Lord.
thank
shall I
you,
say?
Lord.
Thank you,
I have to say, that is how the Agbadorians are singing now. Bambi Allah, now Bambi Allah, they go take help of all of you last. You know, say if you're an APC supporter, Bambi Allah no go new to you. They are already doing online Bambi Allah. See people wey be say they go soon they carry bowl. They beg me for money to help you. You are on social media, abusing Mayegun. Ori pe wèrè ni ẹ, wèrè ni sir, ori yin ti gbálẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ṣe ko ma tó gbá bọ́ wá bá wa nbí. Under Bokuari, somebody said under Bokuari, na Goro economy. Under this Tifnumbu, na the original voodoo economy. Sherry enu wèrè boye pe 5 billion annually. We are targeting annually 5 billion naira. enu wèrè be 5 billion. When it came to the issue of the senators, lawmakers, them borrow money, buy cars for them. It reach your turn. They say na Bambi Allah, they go take feed you. Erikpa yeyin tinrun. Eh? You will just see the advert on your screen and say, Bambi Allah, Ashiri Abu, Bambi Allah, Ashiri Abu, Bambi Allah, Ashiri Abu, Bambi Allah. Bambi Allah, Ashiri Abu. Lori TV ni o. They will say, fellow Nigerians, if you are watching this video, we want you to know that, 3 people are dying every evening because of hunger. And in Kano, now about 10 people, they die out of, I'm saying, like, they will tell you, they say, please save a life today, save a brother. And you can see, they will come go take picture of one of these APC, they go take their picture, shave their head, okay? So that they go look like a poverty for real. That will go, they go say, they go do like this. You know, go talk, or you go, and on the side, you go see $1. Please donate and save a brother today. If you know save this, give me a name. Give me a name of one of these. If you are watching me on Facebook, right? Give me one name. I'm going to read the comment. Give me one name of person where they disturb you inside the comments right now, so that I can use his name or her name and say, they go just say, Abdullah, please donate $1 today. Or Abdullah, if he die by Friday, today is Wednesday. You go see advert. We go to tell you, say, this man, you are seeing his image on your screen, is one out of 145 million Nigerians that are likely going to die of poor healthcare, flooding, hunger, all of that. Please, now Abdullah, day your screen. So, please, Abdullah, if he die by Friday, if you no donate $1, you're going to have to bring out your wallet and say, Suleiman, I want to go and see my people on Facebook. They allowed us to last this long, so more will use them. Bala, you don't have one Bala there. They will come put that Bala where they disturb you in that comment section. They say, where you are in your room, they'll say, hey, Kei, me normal, Kei, koi. Even though na shege bansa, but the man on your screen is a Nigerian from where again? They'll say from Borno. This man, Boko Haram, has killed his entire family. He's the only one living, and he go die by Tuesday next week if you don't donate $1. Yusuf, Danjuma. They'll say, this man on your screen is Danjuma. If you know donate $1, Danjuma go die by next week Tuesday, because now they say go kill him. And there are many people like Danjuma, 145 million of them. What is Sonny the charity case? They don't institutionalize Bambi Allah. Bokuari was traveling all over the world. And everybody said, investors are coming to Nigeria. Investors no come. Okay? But I'll come back to that one. Like I said, you whereas on social media, you are defending these criminals. You are abusing Mayegun. But when it comes to the criminals who you are defending, money day to buy cars. Alaye, it reach your turn. They say na Bambi Allah. They go take solve your problem. Everybody, I'll show you this. When they ask one of their senators, about kilo day now, 160 million naira per car. Kilo day, Shogun Layeni. Listen to his response.
Explanation I'm going to give to Nigerians, that the choice of Land Cruiser was based on, one, comparative analysis of cost, of technical issues, and durability. Nigerian roads. Are you getting me? We want something that we can maintain for another 4 years. And the issue of buying vehicles for National Assembly, you know, it's a recurring decimal. Every assembly, it will always come up. We should at least let the public, let them have a little trust and confidence in us. If you go to state houses of assembly today, check out. Most of them, before they were even inaugurated, the governors will have bought vehicles waiting for them. Even local government chairmen, I know the vehicle my local government chairman is using. So why National Assembly alone?
Maybe the last question. What about the cost?
The cost. Hello?
Yes, sir.
The cost.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you. Hello? Yes. Hello, listen to me. Yes, sir. You know I'm the chairman services. Yes. When I came into the Senate, when they gave me their liability, we have a liability, they had a liability of over 16 billion. That is made up of different things, including vehicles of 7 assembly, 8 and 9 assembly. If you are a businessman and you supply vehicle to somebody in 2014 or 2015 or so, and up till now, they are owing you. I'm not trying to defend anybody. If you see them selling, hello, if Land Cruiser in the market, let's say is a cost, you don't expect somebody that will supply it to you to supply it at the price they are selling it in the market. Am I talking to somebody? You have to leave a margin. And the civil service for supply, they allow for 25% margin plus VAT. And VAT, I think VAT now is 7.5. Out of that 25% margin itself, they will still remove 10% tax. No, 5%, not 10%. They will still remove 5% tax from it. So if they are selling, if you are just saying they are selling Prado at social price in the market, why are they buying it at? Nobody will. If you are telling somebody to supply, and he will not, he may even end up not getting his payment for 3 years, and you want him to supply it at the price they are selling in the market, nobody will do that.
I want to take you back to our refineries.
Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele.
Did you hear that? Those are people ruling Nigeria. Did you see his body language? When he reached their turn to buy cars, money they have to borrow money that you have to, they borrowed money to buy cars. These guys took 240 billion naira from 800 billion naira loan, and they decided to buy cars for themselves. And you hear this excuse, right? But it can't reach the turn of the people. They say, now go fund me, they go use for you. I mean, some of you know, you should know that they don't even rate you. If you be a APC supporter, you suppose the day angry say they don't rate you alone. They don't rate you. Even though some of you don't get sense, or all of you don't even get sense. You reach your turn. And it's not new. That's what they do all the time. See them. From David Mark sign. 2011, 3.5 billion now for cars. 2015, 4.7 billion, Saraki. 5.5 billion in 2019.
This one's now 40 billion. 40. They write to kilo shemigon. 58 billion. That's how much they actually took. Not even 40. Baba. And they are telling Nigerians, okay, that you would have to endure. Take a look at this man. Let's see if I still have this man on your screen. Is Nigeria's what do you call it? Former Accountant General of Nigeria. Okay. His name is let's see if I still remember that's his name. Give me 1 sec. Idris. Yes, his name is Idris. This guy stole 180 billion naira. Accountant General of Nigeria under Buhari. He stole 180 billion. They now removed him. EFCC now charged him. Look at that picture on your screen. That is a turbaning picture. He just got turbaned. As they gave him 2 titles, 2 chieftaincy titles. Islamic, abi whatever, Emir, in Kano. They named him as Jarman Kano, which is Jarman mean courageous. So he's named as the most courageous from Kano. They also gave him a title of Ajiyan Daura as the treasurer for the Emirates in Kano. Army robber. Here you get. Probably Gumi didn't see that. That person stole. Did you see that turban? They will say, Muslims, haram, anybody that is not a Muslim, infidel. My guy, that guy stole 180 billion naira. It was removed about a year ago. He was not arrested. He was not locked up. The guy has now been given double chieftaincy title at the Kano Emirates. In that same Kano, there is a young man 3 days ago that said because he converted from Islam to Christianity, some of these fanatics from Kano, they wanted to kill him. People had to come together to rescue him out of Kano and take him to undisclosed location. They tell you, if you are not a Muslim, you are an infidel. But now this Alaji, we put on a whole bed sheet on his head, is the person that stole 180 billion in Nigeria. But he is called Courageous Kano. Kano's courageous. And he is also the Kano's treasurer. The person that keeps the money for them. Okay? So Gumi didn't see that. And that is why when I saw Asari, they lament. And I was like, Homo, it go touch everybody. Oh. You don't see this one? Have you seen this?
Of River State. But Abuja does not belong to Gumi. It does not belong to the North. It does not belong to Muslims. That is the truth of the matter. And we must say it clearly. It does not belong to us as Muslims. Abuja was built with Ijaw people's money, with Igbo people's money, with the Chekri people's money, with Orobo people's money, with Isoko people's money. What they told us when we were leaving Lagos to Abuja was that Abuja will be no man's land. Everybody will be removed from Abuja. Every Nigerian will be an indigene of Abuja. They have changed all the laws. So somebody from Sokoto State, Gumi, who is from Sokoto State, is talking of Abuja. And what is his connection with Abuja? What is Dr. Ahmed Gumi connection with Abuja? That he will be talking about Abuja. That Wike should be removed. Muslim ticket was voted by Nigerian people because they know who Ahmed Tinubu is. Because a lot of us know. I did not vote Ahmed Tinubu because he's a Muslim. Because I know him. I know what he's capable of doing. And that's why I supported him. That's why I support him. Even though today I might have some things. The appointment that is going on is one-sided. We must speak out. This is not Lagos. The president must know that the party is following in making appointment as if appointment is on Lagos, as if Nigeria is on Lagos, is dangerous. He already has a lot of problems.
God have
We
mercy
know.
upon us.
We must point this thing out. Why should somebody like Posun Tijani be in this government? After all the abuse and criticism, the president should look back at the appointment and
nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
how many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. Say, Tiagasa, they Tiagas him. He fell, he fainted, he passed out. He passed out. 70 years old man. But when their people came,
Alaji Asari. Anyway, I'm just kind of sharing with every one of us, you know what I mean, how it is and where it is. And I also want to remind all of you who are also looking forward to the Supreme Court tomorrow, so please remember this, okay, that last year, the Nigeria Court of Appeal discharges and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu and says that his extradition, detention unlawful. So, and I want you to have it at the back of your mind as you are waiting for the injustice, or should I say the injustice that you always call the justices in Nigeria to do what they know how to do best. Remember, an innocent man that is, you know, constitutionally and legally freed is still being locked up, and they chose to keep him there for a reason. You know that, Abi. I'll leave it at that, and I'll take calls tonight, okay? But I am going to need a minute. So if you are still watching me, right? We are presently over 3,000 of us on YouTube, okay? Over 500 of us on Facebook. Fair enough. You can still like this broadcast now. And in a moment, the number to call is right there on your screen, okay? It's right there. It's WhatsApp call. And if you can call directly, that's up to you. You can also call in to come and see your own side. I have done my own part now. It is going to be your turn. So, but remember, go on there. If you haven't subscribed onto my channel, please do now, okay? Because I might likely begin to lose some of my subscribers who are going to disagree with me very soon. So keep the number going and up, I believe. And thank you. Don't go anywhere yet. I'm coming back in a minute.
continue. 70 years old man. Jesus is Lord. Continue. 70 years old man. Jesus is Lord.
And that is me back. See? That's very quick. And I have somebody on the line already. Hello there.
Yeah, Baba Mayegu, this is Gio.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Baba?
We need to come open church for you. You be prophet.
What? Okay. Now you're going to make some people jealous because people have been saying I've been prophets and I don't know why. Go on.
Because what you said yesterday and what you said today, man, is a huge eye opener to a whole lot of people. I am beginning to see the script that was played in Lagos State by this man. And he's going to replicate it in the national level.
They say me he can't do it in Lagos, so he's going to do it for them.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is really Buhari Pro Max.
Wait for it.
Ah, Jesus.
You know what they are saying about the dollar? People will talk, say Jonathan has destroyed Nigeria when dollar was 180 naira to $1. Abi, they are now saying that, that naira is not losing its value. Naira is just reaching its real value. If you reach 5,000 naira to $1, that is the real value of naira. They don't get any plan for anybody. Doom is even a fancy word to what is coming.
Jesus,
businesses. Now not become the dooms sayer being con. It go be.
No, nobody should call you. Nobody should think that you are supporting Tinubu. No. What you are doing, you are really unveiling the unforeseen circumstances that a lot of people don't even know. A lot of people don't know because you just laid it on the floor. Immediately, the Supreme Court say, Tinubu won the election. That is all.
That's it.
Then he's what is called his aggression towards fighting those that never supported him. He will start doing it.
Because he won't want this kind of challenge again. He would never want this to repeat itself. And for those who don't know Tinubu very well, maybe this is the time for them to begin to do some crash courses. You are in for it. A lot of people have no idea. When I was in Nigeria, in Ogun State,
yes,
we were campaigning that Tinubu's Ajele will never have a say in our state. And we ensured of that until dubious Dapo became our governor now, right? Like, we actually preach. We used Tinubu to preach to ourselves that anybody loyal to Tinubu can never become anything in Ogun State. We ensured of that.
Yes.
But they have broken my people. People have become a poorer. A lot of them, they are working for that same Tinubu now. My entire state is captured. Everywhere is captured. Election. You want to challenge Tinubu? Then they talk, say, oh yeah, we go do them again. You are joking. There will be no Nigeria for you to say you want to put a poster up and challenge Tinubu once he gets away with this.
But quick question,
Yes, sir.
How will he be able to crumble his co-contestants, those that contested with the IDP, the likes of Peter Obi? How can he destroy that guy's business? Because I know Peter Obi has a lot of his investment in overseas.
Everything, they will be targeted. Baba, you have no idea what the government is near. Should you understand? That Peter Obi is still a billionaire, okay, in this Nigeria and still running his business and going through all where everybody's business goes through, Abi, is because it's not being directly targeted. Peter Obi said, if what they are doing to his supporters in the open, in public, that people are seeing, that they don't care how the world sees it, people should just imagine what they are doing to him secretly, that he himself could not come out and scream and talk. And so many people who are smart enough knows, right, that they know him. And that's why they said if they had the debts on him since, they would have used that. Since they don't have that one, to crash his business is not a matter of time. It's government policy. Sure you get. Now, small, they're going to take him out. Small, you're going to take him out. Or they will force him, right, to move his entire resources, his wealth, out of their reach. He will close all his businesses or sell them off. You go see what thing will happen in this coming weeks, this coming years now, Baba. It go be like, say, they tell me before it happened. They go target everybody. Some are already saying that it's going to be a one-party state. That's even like calling it with a fancy word. People go to contest election for the sake of, say, they just they fill in the gap. Everybody go know, say, they don't go mean anything. It is done for Nigeria, Baba. A very, very tough journey we are about to embark on. No joke. But you know one thing? So that everything is not gloom.
Yeah.
Historically, nobody has successfully tamed Nigerians without a fight. Nobody. Buhari, who believed that he was iron-fisted, when it was time to be shaken, they shook him. But it was because they didn't care what the word says. They decided to kill everybody. All right? So Tinubu
no matter how mad you think he is, they go give him in size, and that may be what will consume him. So don't rule it out completely like they're just going to run it like that. There will be resistance, a very huge one. But people should be preparing their minds.
From the north. Mostly from the north, right?
You go see now, you go build up.
Yes, mostly from the north. You rightly said, you were very correct that his actions right now is just boiling. Things are just bottling up.
That's why I'm telling people that he is ready. They are thinking, if people want to do madness, if everybody want to show themselves, this is what we're going to do. We'll deal with them. So I mean, this is me now telling people who might say they want to do this or that, and whether now or later, to prepare their mind. It's not going to be a tea party. And if you are going to use anybody as the reason why you don't want to go all out, then you are not ready. I'll take another
Nigerians, to be honest with you, Nigerians are not known for pushing against government. They are not.
You think so?
They are not known.
Abacha collected, though, remember. I'm not saying that people have won against them, but there have been several times that when people will actually push back and everybody will be like, is it? Is this it? Is this it? Is this when we are all going to rise up and do it? There's always going to be that moment in every government, no matter how mad you are.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mayego,
we are all for it.
Mayego, all that you are saying is so scary right now. So scary.
It's better may everybody prepare. It may not sound good to what you want to hear.
Diaspora.
Yes.
Can you imagine exactly what you said? It's affecting we that in the diaspora. Okay, somebody begs you for money.
See?
You say that, okay, let's say you do like, okay, you want to send like 100K, go give the person. And the money go just be like 10,000 for the person hand for home. Exactly what you be saying.
You know,
Nigeria currency is just a trash.
You know what they say now, Baba? 100,000 naira is the new 10K. Okay? 10K is the new urgent 2K. Do you understand? And that's exactly how it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And they are telling people that people should not listen to anybody. The naira is just reaching its real value. And they are now saying Buhari has destroyed Nigeria. Same people who defended Buhari, Baba. I'll take another one, I beg.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
And you
More
too.
grace. My regards to your family.
And yours too, Baba. Thanks a lot. Okay, have a good one. Sorry about that. Like I said, it can be really bit of sad that somebody spend a lot of time. Let's make it conversation now. That's why you have the platform as well. So hello there.
Mayego Baba. I made it again tonight.
Brilliant. How is it?
Sake from Moscow calling again.
Hey, Sake. I didn't even look at the number. I was trying to trace the voice. I wanted you to say one or two things and I'll be like, okay, is that, yeah. How is Russia tonight, Baba? Moscow, rather.
We are fine. Yeah, we thank God. It's still the same as Russia. In the capital. Yeah, anyhow now.
Here we are.
Sure.
The D-Day is tomorrow. And I'm not asking anybody of their own expectation about tomorrow. It is basically more like what's going to be next now when because tomorrow will change everything. Is that it's going to keep everybody dumber or it's going to probably trigger something that is still going to come? What would you think?
Mayego. The trend is about to be cut. What is coming up will shock Tinubu himself. I don't know when it's actually going to happen. It may be tomorrow. It may not be tomorrow. In fact, the establishment should be ready. It's not going to be a free ride.
I would hope so.
Dojú egbò láfi sọ pé kò tí kàn ó ti kan Nàìjíríà dé ojú egbò gangan báyìí ó dẹ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ láìpẹ́ Nàìjíríà náà fún o Maegu, we should be sincere with ourselves. Nigeria are not fools.
They are not.
They just cajole us because of these old elders, leaders that call themselves leaders. They are fools. They are the coward. And they have been riding us for a very long time. I thank God that I belong to this generation whereby we have the mouth to speak out and they are never relent and we will never be relent.
Never.
I never understand the fight for democracy that those people say they fight for democracy in Nigeria or independent or anyhow. They don't fight for anything. They only fight for their selfishness. Starting from all of them, including Awolowo, Abiola, all of them, I don't want to know at this point. All of them. All they know how to do is their own interest, personal interest. They never think of the future. And a nation that never think of the future will collapse. Nigeria will collapse very soon. Maegu, everybody should hear it. Nigeria will collapse. It has come to the end of Nigeria. I don't know when. I repeat, I don't know when. But all I know is that Nigeria has collapsed. And it is the end. Thank you, Maegu.
God bless you. Sake, you have dropped the usual bomb, and a lot of people are going to give it a follow as well. So thank you so much for making it down here today.
God bless you, sir.
And you too,
God bless you, sir.
You too. Thank you.
You too.
Now I have another.
Thank you so much. Making it.
Hello there.
Hello, Michael, the general.
Sir.
Yeah, this is Windy City.
Windy City. How are you, sir?
Yes. Well, I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, I saw the effort yesterday of trying to get through, but it just never.
I was in tears.
Bless you.
I'm not gonna lie. I get emotional when things like that happen. Forget about the land. You know, I've lost so many lands to some people, even some people very close to your Awujale. They dupe me, you know, and I'm not from Ijebu. I'm from okay people. I okay people. Bought a land in Lagos, and you know, so. But the only thing that really worries me was like people are so detached to the point that you sell a land that somebody has been buried on.
That's right.
And before, how do we get to this point that we don't even respect the dead anymore? We don't respect the dead people anymore. I mean, so I was like, the picture just kept repeating in my head. How they going to exhume the body and all that. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I think that triggers a lot of watchers too, that they really wanted to call in and share their own experience. And all
I was just calling until you finish the program. I said tomorrow will be another day.
I know. Well, YouTube had to move the video. Move the whole thing.
Yeah, to hell with them. To hell with YouTube. We already had it. The genie is out of the bottle. So to hell with YouTube. So my thing is, out of the two plots,
yes, sir.
I want you to do everything humanly possible to make sure that where your mom is buried is secured.
I'm getting on with that. They are going through the process.
That one is very, very important.
Yeah, they are going through the process of this time around making a new document that actually clears all this conflict. And elders who were talking to me today agrees that they were going to be witnesses because they just want peace. That's what the conversation was like. They just want peace and they don't want it to escalate. And they will do everything to ensure that it doesn't repeat itself. And I had to go with it. Like
keep your trump card to your vest. Don't reveal anything.
Keep my
all I want,
powder dry.
Yeah. So I just wanted to let you know that it is very highly important. So that being said, and I'm really sorry for it that it happened, but that tells us a lot. So about what is going on today, about them declaring tomorrow or whatever.
Judgment Day tomorrow.
I said something. I said, Nigeria people, I don't think they were feeling anything. If they do, they should be out on the street. And somebody said, well, why don't you come from America? Well, I said, no. Organically grown. You see, something that will take you out of your bed. Just put on a pant and join the crowd. They don't even know what they are doing. Like, for example, when we have our organically grown.
That's right.
You know, there are some issues that people will just come out.
That's exactly what we out during the NSAS. A lot of people just joined because they saw it as a patriotic
organically grown.
Part of it. See where that.
If anybody sits somewhere to plan that, okay, we are going to riot, we are going to whatever, it becomes a conspiracy to topple the government. But when Sister Sakad, Sister, whatever, they all come out, everybody's joining them, it's organically grown. It happens in America. I can tell you now, if some policeman go crazy and kill somebody somewhere now, people don't have the time to sit around and say, let's go riot. You just see people on the street.
Straight up.
Because we're not going to stand for it. We're not going to, when they killed that guy, the last one, Black Lives Matter, people came out on the street. Right. Nobody asked them to come out. So I'm not asking anybody to come out or to plan anything in Nigeria. If he really hit them, tomorrow, the moment they declare whatever, if he really hit them, then they are not waiting. They shouldn't wait for anybody.
You know what I mean? Like, it's rightly right in your hands then. You know what I mean? So yeah. if you say we are not doing anything because of this person, you are practically saying you have accepted the judgment in here. You get what I mean?
So what I was trying to correct is like it has to be organically grown. It has to happen, impromptu. Lagos, Osun, Ondo, whatever, another state. I mean, when does Hausa people, when they come out, they come out.
That's right.
It's only Yoruba. They always say, why don't you come back to Nigeria? Well, Hausa people, it's only, we are so wimpy. Ole man, Yoruba nimi, Omo Oluoke nimi, Ole, nobody want to die. All we want to do is, Kalo Jowa Siu, come from Ole, we are bad, we are just. So if we hit them, like I was talking to one of my cousins today, I don't listen to those things. I used to follow them. I was like, I listened to my ego. I don't listen to all those things because, uncle, things are so expensive now. See how I said, that's why you need to be educated about what is going on around you. Don't call me for money. Don't call me to whine. Tell me that, okay, let me know that, okay, let me get a phone call that you've been arrested in Nigeria. At least you are doing something. So I'm sorry. I'm not asking anybody to, and I'm not joining anybody. I'm not asking anybody to do anything. But
it's going to take someone like you to jump on the plane and fly from America to Nigeria to convince somebody living in Nigeria that he should fight for his right. Then definitely that person doesn't deserve to be saved. You know what I mean?
Okay, and another thing before I leave.
Sir.
Manzil Nnamdi Kanu, Oloye Sunday Igboho, what's the name of that guy? The Shure?
Yeah, Somoyele.
Three of those things, what do they have in common? They led people, and people let them down. They led people. So who am I? Who is anybody? Who is Mayegu? Tobacco, when he hit you, he hit you. When he hit you, you come out on the street. Don't wait for Nnamdi Kanu. Don't wait for Oloye Igboho. Don't wait for Sowore. Don't wait for anybody. It's our country.
Don't wait for Atiku. Don't wait for people to tell you what to do. If this is about you, you need nobody to convince you. Nobody needs to convince anybody.
So nobody. So I really appreciate what you are doing.
Thank you so much.
And I'm sorry for what they have to.
I'm still getting used to that. I think that's what adulthood is all about these days, right? Like unnecessary trouble.
Yeah, I mean,
they just happen and just be like, why do you have to like do this? Oh well,
Yeah, no. They've disturbed the honey's nest,
and they
will
really
see what
want to
happens.
know. They wonder. It's like they poke the bear, but they later realize that they don't want to find out what poking bear means. And I said it yesterday that they would rather and they would likely just take person to one dark place that, 2 minutes or 2 hours ago, I wasn't thinking that dark mind. And I was actually ready to travel down with them, but well.
Yeah, you ain't gonna. No. Another thing is don't let anybody.
Like it was just gonna be like a laugh talk. Please help me beg them. Or when the thing go happen,
don't let anybody talk you into going to Nigeria either.
I won't.
If they want to
they should just give me
the remaining part of
participated in
they should. You see, if they want to eat the remaining part of your mom, let them have it. All you want to know is who did what.
What exactly?
You know what? Yoruba man, I don't know how to say in English. When your mother buroko oweyin.
Yoruba says that orukotaba ma somo eni.
Okay. It is inside your belly. Have a good day. Thank you very much for all you do. Okay.
Thank you so much. That's a windy city, and yes. Oh, I just lost somebody there. Sorry about that. I'm gonna let me see if I can get this. Right, I got that. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegon.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm fine. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. So sorry for what happened, and thank God you kind of recovering them back.
At least,
so
thank you.
Yeah. At least we can breathe. We that is watching you, we can breathe a little.
I know.
Not all not bad. Yeah. So about saying something about Nigeria. Some people come here, maybe some people come here at times because they are not a family of my.
Circumstances brought them my way, and they loved it here, so they are new.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah, thank you. So, you are just saying it about what is going on in Nigeria, and the real fact is that everybody should go their separate way.
That's right.
You are not the one. You are not the one saying it. Anything that is happening in the street is from the government and government foundation. It's not the social media or me and you in the street saying it. No, anything that is happening in the street came from somewhere.
That's right.
Could you believe me? In 2018, I went to Rome for my passport. All what you can hear. You see, there was somebody from Urobo, there was somebody from Yoruba, there was somebody from Hausa and Fulani. They are government parastatal, as in the diploma.
Agent. Okay.
You understand? Government agent. Do you know what they are discussing in their office? Because I was privileged to went to one secret office with some people. Right. You know what they are discussing. You will be Igbo. Don't come here. You will be Yoruba. Yoruba now they join the Fulani, they spoil Nigeria. Then you will be Hausa. Hausa man will say, now we get Nigeria. Fulani man will say, now we they talk with the happy for Nigeria. If we don't eat before we they tell now. So you see those things, they are paying them with our tax.
That's right.
You understand? They are paying them with our money. But their discussion there, when you get there, you will be mama. If you get there, you will ask yourself: are those ones working for the country, or they are working for sensation, or they are working for themselves? So, and I realized watching you talking about those things in this period, and I realized that those are the things they are still talking in Aso Rock. It's not me and you that is doing it.
It is the way, it is, they call it, what do you call it? Impunity, not just impunity. I think it's called chronism. Now, when they say, you know what I mean? It's like a state policy. Look, remember that there was time the judge of Code of Conduct Bureau assaulted the security guy at one shopping mall in Abuja. And we covered the video. They saw where he was assaulting the boy and beating the guy and all of that. Okay, so people now reacted. Leave him now, leave him alone now, leave him alone now. Do you know that when this guy went back, this is a judge of the code of conduct. Sure, you get. The guy went back and he gave a press conference. In that press conference, he said, when he drove into that shopping mall, right, some IPOB members, they attacked him because they were waiting there for him. He thought the person he was beating, assaulting, was Igbo. And the guy happened to be from Edo. I think I remember it was like Edo or Delta. It's not fully into Igbo land, right? He called that person Biafra because he believed that he must be Igbo. So they enshrine that. I have seen government agents, government workers, government staff, political appointees, using their own official handle to spread you these Igbos always say you're always coming with some people from a particular part of Nigeria. They always, I've seen that too. So you've witnessed that physically in Italy. You there?
I witness. I witness it, and I talk to them. They say, "Hey, you don't know what is happening. They are using our money to drink. I don't know what they are drinking in the Hausa land. You know, the other one, the Kunu. The Yoruba man said, where they drink remain, they give us. So now anyone where we shit remain, they give Igbo. You know, those are the things they are discussing over there. Man, Mayegun, anything you are saying now, I'm in support of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Baba. And you take it easy, okay? I have another caller.
Yeah.
And that is
one name.
One name.
One name the number.
Osita. It's been like forever. Where have you been?
There is a new job I started, so it doesn't give me that time. But
I want to take you away from me.
No, it's not possible. At least I've gone past that side now, right now. And yeah.
How are you, John?
Great, my brother. And how are you? And how is the family?
Well, we thank God I'm still surviving. I'm still here, you know.
You are born to survive. And you're born to rule. Trust me, you're born to rule because you have many followers, many disciples.
I know.
You know,
and they are like trusted disciples, no doubt.
Yes, I was telling my friend here. I told her that there is something about you that people need to learn how you present your program before being so judgmental, before being quick to judge. Sometimes, most of the times, what you do is that you speak to the inner conscience of every man, so that every man will have to make a decision on his own.
Right. So you will not be make yourself to be deceived.
Yes, not making somebody to determine your action for you. The action has to come from your own inside, from your own consciousness. When it arises, what it builds is an equal reaction to the action that you are actually facing.
You will be a professor when people come to school, Osita.
Yes. So when people come to understand that, you won't be very quick in judging whatever you are saying. So most of the times I try to let people understand. Even sometimes when you're saying it, I myself at the beginning, I might be a little bit confused, but you have to wait till the end of the message. Then you ask yourself the question, what have I gained in this message? Then you will know exactly what you are going to do next. So that is what you stand for. And that is a quality of a good leader. No leader comes out here and tell people we are going to fight war. No leader talks like that. But when a leader builds his army, that building of that army comes with a message.
That's right.
Because before you build a house, there must be a foundation. You have to start from the foundation. So what you are doing is to create that foundation of liberation in the hearts of everybody. So that
really
when you are taking that
Osita, but you know what people said? They said if a revolution is to happen in Nigeria, the first one should be the revolution of the mind. Now, when I talk for this platform, remember, The revolution of the mind. Go on.
Of the mind. So that is what you are building. But you know, but one thing I want to say here, in killing a society, there are different steps that you take, just like building a society. Those steps that they have taken, you go and look at it in Lagos. I want to use Lagos because Lagos is the biggest.
It is
city.
their selling point.
Is their selling point. Go and look at Lagos. What is happening in Lagos right now? Before, what we used to know before is that people who push drugs, they push it out of Nigeria to sell abroad. But right now, the drugs are coming for local consumption in Nigeria. So what did they give to you? To them, they gave them gambling. If you go to Nigeria, there is almost like 1,000 different betting games in Nigeria.
They said women are becoming a good competitor there now. Girls,
you are talking about women. I know somebody that told me about her family, her kids. They will sit the kids down. They will tell them to manufacture numbers, and kids will just say numbers randomly. They will put it there. So what do they give to them? Because I was talking to one of my friends and he said, oh, that's Nigerians are not hungry the way they think Nigerians are hungry. So I started making research. What is it that made Nigeria not? Yes. And now find out that he was talking from the perspective of Lagos, maybe Abuja, the mega cities in Nigeria. They are so-called mega cities in Nigeria based on population.
I know.
So he was talking about it. So I now said, I was now reflecting, where are people not hungry? Because they said a hungry man is an angry person, yes? And I now realized that most of them are into gambling. They could invest 10,000 on about 5 games, and they can make 250,000 from that 5 games, knowing the fact that today Man City is going to beat Man U. Arsenal is going to beat West Ham. They know all those things. And when they bet on those odds, they most likely win. So these are the things they use in survival. So they gave them that gambling. The next thing they gave to them was liquor and drugs. Now, if you go to the street of Lagos, what is the most enterprising business now in Lagos? Is beer parlor, right? That beer parlor, when you go there, this is Pampala joint, Pro Max. According to Fela, this is Pampala joint. So what they do, the owners of that particular beer parlor will now rent about 2 or 3 rooms where they do short time business. So when they do that, they meet me there business. You will find out that these are the reasons. They don't care about what is happening around them. So this is what government gave. Just like the last caller said, he said everything that we are saying here, it is because it is what they are saying in their closet or what they are doing in their closet. So these are the reason that people don't really understand what is going on. People came out during Jonathan era when Naira was going for 200.
That's right.
I knew when that Naira got to $214, 14 Naira, that was when people came out in masses to say the Naira is going up. But now the Naira is going towards $1,500. I mean, 1,500 Naira. That is what is going. And believe me, people are
not no worry. They are telling everybody to accept it. Tinubu is going to change it later. No, he's not.
Yes.
He's not. And those who are educated, Osita, who knows that he's not? They are fighting for their own place to get a cut so that they can continue to say he's going to do it. And in another 3 years, they will all come back and say, not saying that they actually enabled it.
But lastly, let me say something clearly. I want to support the 2 previous callers. You see, when there's always after the rain comes the sunshine. I mean thunder, and after the thunder comes the sunshine, right? You see,
and I think it's actually the thunder before the rain, and then the sunshine.
I mean the thunder before the rain. Now, you see what is going on right now is they are never going to have it as usual. Either anybody likes it or not.
Yeah, even whatever happens tomorrow, it's not going to be business as usual. Okay.
As usual. They will keep doing what they are doing, thinking that they have ultimate power. But they don't know that the ultimate power resides in the hands of the numbers. They are not even up to a local government, any local government in Nigeria. If you put all of them together, they cannot make up any local government in Nigeria. You see this problem. I am not against what the Northerners are saying. But then, when they become ready, like the Southerners have seen here, maybe the restructure of that country will start from the north. I am seeing it, mark my word. If anybody is waiting for one Sunday Igboho, one Nnamdi Kanu, one Sowore, one politician to come and lead the line and say, oh, we are going. I told people, somebody, the era of Gani Fayomi is no more, because that is the only man that comes out and galvanizes people easily. The era is gone. This era is an era at which we will have to bear our individual crosses.
Carry our crosses.
Like I have said that you are doing, that you are speaking to the mind, to the conscience of everybody.
Yes.
To become an army of his own, to defend his own rights and integrity and his territory.
Right.
So when we come to that point, that is when we will react. And that time, and that time is near. Either anybody likes it or
it is
or
near.
not.
Okay.
Thank you very
and
much,
I
my brother.
thank you so much, Osita. You never miss. And I love it. So thank you for that. Okay. Stay safe and take it easy, Baba. All right. So let's say, okay, hang on. I have another person on the line. I don't know if I got that. Did I get you? Hello. Okay, I didn't. I'm just gonna take the one that pops up. Hello there, the Prince.
Hello, my good
Prince Genje man. How are you? The Prince.
How you doing?
For some reason, I don't know if it's from your own side. Your voice is gone.
My voice is gone.
Now it's back.
It's back. Okay, fine.
Did you put on the earpiece or something like that?
No, it was the way I was holding the phone, but I've changed the position.
Back to normal. The Prince.
Yes, Baba.
Prince Genje man, representing.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, welcome from Baba.
I know.
IPOB for life, Baba.
As always, man.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Welcome, Baba, from the holiday.
I've been now.
Yeah. When I saw you where they feed lion, I said, Baba, make lion no go chop Baba hand though.
You need to see that. Baba, I'll tell you something.
Yeah, Baba.
Not a lion I fed, na jaguar.
Baba, jaguar. That one pass lion, though.
You get up now. See, jaguar. But if you see that teeth, I swear to God, if you did inside jungle and one of them grab your leg, just say your last prayer. No waste time. No try to struggle.
You.
Like no struggle.
I'm telling
see,
you.
maybe see when I felt the teeth or that thing what they give up that.
Yeah.
It be like seeing my skin, the thing enter. I swear, like I felt the grip. Animals, they nature powerful. Well, thank you very much, the Prince.
Okay. Welcome, Baba.
Thank you.
Yeah, Baba. Yesterday, where you they tell us how these people go for
where you go, where you to me, and now I don't use where they do where they now.
You know the one where pay me. Nobody say the new one where you buy. That one no pay me. The one where pay me now. The one where you bury your mama.
You know.
You know, say I said yesterday I had a call, but I couldn't get in. I said, Baba, what thing I want to tell you that yesterday, we say the two way that they take your craze and madness.
Now so
you understand?
Well, you know me, I don't feel talking for my program like that because now video, how far it go. People go just cut them out and say, he don't talk him. So that's why I talk. Say, I beg them, I beg you, but we know ourselves very well. About now,
they don't finish the money.
That's why they tell us they don't finish the money, so that they go need them later. Somebody asked me, my ego, what's they go use the money where you talk to me, they no finish. I say, what's they go use and do? I say, I know they ask me too much questions. Is there anything bad in telling people to save money? I say, they don't finish them. They go need that. The prince.
That's Baba, you see, for today's topic, waiting I want talk, they say. You see, the thing we go solve this thing, this madness we full everywhere for Nigeria. You know, now revolution and rebellion put together. You understand? Revolution and rebellion together at the same time. I'm directing this to all the military armed forces where they carry gun up and down, follow these people for Nyash. No, now they talk to. Because all of na dey inside this bondage.
That's right.
Police, army, what you call yourself, both custom. Before your eyes, all of you were there. They are recruiting bandits and terrorists, calling them repentant Boko Haram into your armed forces. All of you are there. Till today, they are full of herdsmen. They are still kidnapping everybody on the highway. Nobody is interrogating. You can never see them inside the cell.
No.
Okay? And if you say you carry gun, say you go and protect you. Before you know it, your relation, they go kidnap them. The salary where you collect, you go borrow money, join them. Go pay where they go take the rescue. You understand? Because no, everybody is on their own.
Everybody's on his own.
On their own for the country. So that's why they tell you, Baba, now rebellion. If you are a serviceman, put down your uniform, join the masses. This is a once and for all, because the destiny of Nigeria is gone. The people now, the children are coming. They are still borrowing as we are talking.
No, they don't see.
They are still borrowing.
They even guess. They get mind though. Then they tell Nigerians, but they don't see Nigerians know they read. Now prayer, they go tell them, may they go pray later. They are telling them that they will do exactly what Buhari did that brought Nigeria to this stage. Can you get? But they will do it differently. So they want Nigeria to get ready that they are going to add 40% to Nigeria debt. But do it this way. If you ask me and say, wait to be the 40% of 150 billion.
My ego, make I tell you. You see, Nigeria matter, even the devil is afraid the kind of abomination going on in Nigeria. Devil, they fear.
Afraid.
Yes, devil, I'm telling you. This level, no, we say pray, they shake your head like lizard. Pray. It is not matter of prayer. This time, everybody, Martin Luther King for Nigeria, all of you should leave your pulpit and come out with your members. For mocks, so you be imam, leave your mocks and come out, everybody. Because if no be so, all of us go see buy fuel for 5,000 per liter. It is coming. Yes, this one of the 700. Now small, 5,000 naira a liter, and I go buy them. You understand? And then if you wanna talk, they go hold on a neck. So it better. Everybody, rebellion and the revolution put together.
See, Prince JJ man.
Yes,
just as you mentioned something now, something came to my mind. And
yes,
I think it will be ideal that I can say that why you are here. Okay.
Yes, Baba.
And I think I missed it from my whole presentation of what is going to happen.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see that rhetoric of Igbos versus Yoruba is going to come back from tomorrow.
Yeah.
And a lot of you who have managed to keep your sanity and never fell for this Lagos Abobakus who are shouting Yoruba Ronus. So from tomorrow, they are going to be telling Yorubas that Igbos, they want to do what they did to Abiola, to Tinubu. And they are going to push that in a way. And I'm going to be on hand. So Prince JJ man, I have already started seeing some of these people who are saying, if the Supreme Court tomorrow failed to declare Obi, and they ever tried to arrest Obi, Igbos, they will go after the Yorubas. And I said, listen, comments like this are going to be coming up. They are provocative, they are intentional, they are to redirect this whole thing in the next few days. They're going to turn this Atiku, Obi and Tinubu's Supreme Court. They will turn it to Igbo versus Yoruba in the next few hours. And that's the one I wanted to give. Prince, go on.
Very good one. Very good one. Just to add to it, you see what they are doing in Lagos. I know is a sign to frustration.
Yes.
They closed Ladipo market for almost going to a month. They just opened that one. They now went to trade fair, international market, and Alaba International Market. Is on lock on key on key now. This is a market that every day that makes billions of dollars, add billions of dollars to economy. These are the places that these touts they will just wake up because
they said they are doing all of that on environmental what have you. I don't know. I think it was like a directive that has been making wave so much now, where every market is just being locked up. They locked this one. They are doing cleaning. We are following the whole thing, Abi.
Every Thursday, every Thursday, Baba. Every Thursday, every market in the Lagos.
I know.
Exactly, they do environmental. So it's out of it. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
It's all political. It's all political. You know what I want to advise my people: stop investing heavily
outside
in Lagos.
Exactly.
Outside Igbo land, or especially in Lagos, Abuja. You understand? If you are building anything, build a face me, I face you. If anybody talk too much, you take leg, kick them down. You know,
so that's one. So that they're not the teleperson right now. People will see what fascism means. You see this Agberos, Tinubu and his thugs, they are going to, I don't know how to, they are going to drag a lot of us, the Yorubas, into their mess, but they will also have a lot of us because we are more than them. You have a lot of force. Okay.
Yeah, majority
to rebuke them.
Majority of Yorubas are educated.
And we are never with them. But how many people are we going to convince? Baba?
That is the thing. I know, but it's not gonna work. The thing is that they are helping the breakup of Nigeria. It's obvious to everybody that Nigeria is a scam, so they are helping everybody to open more and more, and everybody to get prepared for the sudden breakup of Nigeria. The Supreme Court, you see, they can fast track their judgment.
Did you see that?
Why not? Now they take their judgment to November, 2 months. You understand? I want them to know that the world is a global village. The world is watching them with their wig like vulture. God bless you, Jare.
Thank you, the Prince. Okay, and thanks to everybody as well who has been part of this tonight. This is where we are going to draw the curtains or draw the curtains forever. Thank you, Prince. So thank you to everybody who has managed to go on there and drop their own offering. People see, I personally keep still wondering, right? Like, how do you get 4,000 people, 3,800 people, or 3,000 people watching, right? And they really only have about 1,500 or half of that who actually like the video. I understand that a majority are watching on their devices on TV. And I've been told that with your remote control, even if you're watching on your watching it on your TV, you can still like the broadcast. Don't be that kind of stingy, okay? My time is up. I will see you some other time. Tomorrow is another day. So which means when we meet tomorrow evening, we'll be reporting the reactions after the already written script called Your Judgment. And they're going to tell you that you are a bad loser for not accepting the judgment. The Supreme Court is going to tell you that there is no evidence anywhere. And these people, these guys are going to tell you that, okay, even Supreme Court says you don't get evidence. I'm asking you to get ready for what's going to happen after that. And how you are going to live in a country led by Tinubu after that. There's so much to kind of process, Abi. Listen, I will see you tomorrow, okay? Just take it easy and manage your expectation, okay? Good night.
mọ̀ tó jódodo.
Mayegun diary, na he be number one.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Mayegun diary, na he be number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun diary, na he be number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun diary, na he be number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, na he be number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun diary, na he be number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, na he be number one.
Mayegun diary, diary politico.
Mayegun diary, na he be number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun diary, na he be number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun diary, na he be number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Mayegun diary, na he be number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin ti ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Ayé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Mayegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni
ó fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní bí wọ́n níran o.
máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.